I sold that camera lens in about 4 hours. So as we can see, I got these out of my box the other night. Those sold for $14 a piece, $15 a piece. The camera lens sold for $400. Surface dock sold for $103. And there's 2 Nintendo USB controllers in here for $10 and a cell phone case for $13. So overall, good day. This one item that you saw me open the other night paid for the whole box. All right, everybody, so I just got one of my returns back. I have a lot of questions from everyone about returns, what to do with them, and when to take them. So I'll tell you a little story about this one. These are 2 Bluetooth headsets that I stated not for parts not working. So I sold them to the person, and they came back and said, hey, these items aren't working. I would like to return them. And basically what I said was, sure, I'll take the return, but you have to pay for shipping. Seller pays shipping because the item doesn't work. So I figured eBay would cover me, and so I didn't call them in this instance, which I should have, because what happened was they opened a case after I didn't supply them a label, and the eBay auto-favored their case and sent them the label on my behalf. So here's what I got, and what I'm going to go through today is to show you what the units were, and I'm going to call eBay here and see what they say. So let's open these items and see. I can't salvage this shipping container because it is taped pretty well. Tapped, right? And let's see. First, I want to see if they, and it feels like there's only one. So I sent them 2. There's only one. So here's the package. Here's the unit. I sent them 2. They sent this one back. So let's see. I will call them and I will let you know what they say. All right, so good news. What happened was I just got off the phone with them. I stated that the buyer didn't return everything. They only returned one of them. So I explained the whole thing. What they said was, since eBay decided in their favor incorrectly, they would remove the defect from my account, and they would not make me refund the item. I don't think they were ever going to make me do that anyway. So, but the one piece of advice she gave me was, if you're going to sell stuff for parts not working, do not offer a refund on those, because what happens was, or returns, don't offer a return on them, because then it's more easily helpful for eBay to side in your case if you don't offer returns, and then stuff like this doesn't happen. So don't offer returns if you're selling 4 parts not working. That was the one piece of advice he gave me. So she let me keep the items, or one item that I got back. She let me keep, so I get to keep what the buyer paid me. And the only thing they couldn't credit me was the return shipping label, which is fine because I sold both of these for 30 bucks. So I will then get to relist this, and hopefully someone will be able to buy this unit and cover that. I think it was like $3. So that worked out in my favor. Always, if you have defects that go onto your account, make sure you call and get them removed, because if you have so many defects that count against you, they will restrict your account or they'll cancel your account. I don't know, I've never gotten that high, but go into your seller dashboard and make sure you look at any of those 5 categories, and maybe I'll attach another portion of the video. I'll show you the seller dashboard, but make sure you have, if you have any defects that aren't against you or shipping penalties, call them and get them removed if you can. So all in all, eBay helped me out. Definitely a good resolution. When in doubt, call eBay. All right, so I wanted to give you guys an update of the seller dashboard. You just saw what happened with one of the returns I had, and kind of where I wanted to let you guys know how to get some of the stuff you have removed, if it's legitimate, or if it's not legitimate, I should say. If you have something you feel you shouldn't be dinged for, you need to go in your seller dashboard. Now, if you go up to your account, you should be able to come into account and it'll say seller dashboard on your sold page. Once you get your sold, go to your account, go down to seller dashboard, you'll come here. So it'll tell you if you're top rated, above average, it'll tell you your current level. Here's your defects. So this is what I was talking about. If you click on your defects, it'll tell you what defects you have. Now, this is the line you want to stay above. Now, where is it? It tells you 0.5% or less is what you need to be. So this 1% or 0.1% is where this was closed without resolution, and then that was the one you just saw me talk about. So that'll get removed. You have to stay above this to be within good standing, to stay top rated or in good status with eBay. So I suggest you check that out. Late shipment rate. Now everyone's going to say, why so many? I traveled out of town one time and I had my wife mail stuff. She didn't mail it when she should have, due to some issues getting there. But nonetheless, you get, based on your transaction period, that's when the defects will count against you. See, I'm pretty close to going under the green line, but eventually these will fall off and I'll be back to zero again. So always check your late shipment rate. This is dependent upon your handling time and when you say you're going to deliver the package. Closed without seller resolution. Again, this is the only item or issue I had with the Bluetooth headphones that were parts not working. So this will get removed. 0.3% is cases closed without seller resolution. Someone opens a case against you and you do not resolve it before it escalates, this is where it'll count. If you solve it and you get with the buyer and smooth everything over, this is a non-issue. Tracking uploaded on time and validated. So this kind of falls in line with your late shipment rate. My handling time is 1 business day. I always buy my labels through eBay, so my tracking messages are always attached to the listing. If you don't buy through eBay and you buy it at the post office, make sure you come back in and mark your packages as shipped and you add the tracking. This is a little more lenient. You have 90% to be top rated or more. So always make sure and this falls back to my back to the 2 or 1 that I had issues with, but always, if you have these that are showing that shouldn't be, call and get them removed. And then you have your other things, transaction sales, return rate. I take a lot of returns, so I've never had an issue with these. Everyone says you should be a certain percentage, but I take returns and I end up reselling it anyway. So I don't consider returns a big deal. Top rated, if you're top rated, you have to make sure you have to offer 1-day handling time and a 30-day return policy. So I just got my top rated back, so I have to go back and make my 112 listings fall within the 1-day handling because I wasn't worrying about it when I wasn't top rated. And then my sales totals. So always keep an eye on your seller dashboard. Other than that, keep on selling.